Both these sides were searching for the first win of the season. United manager Alex Smith failed in a bid to sign a foreign striker in time, and he had to go with a familiar attack, and Alex Matthew almost gave United an early lead. His header coming back off the post. Saints responded by playing some of their best football of the season, and they were rewarded with a fine opening goal. Tommy Lovenkrands with the slide rule, Graham Jones getting his angles right. It's a pass that makes it, but it's also a good run by Jones and a nice finish. Saints should have gone 2 ahead. There was time and space in the midfield, and it's Lovenkrands again picking out Keegan Parker and Alan Combe, a relieved goalkeeper. Not an easy chance, but Parker inches away from getting it right. And Saints came close again through the impressive Mohamed Silla, the back heel from Jones, and Combe with a good save. Sandy Clark is asking his men to express themselves more, and it showed yesterday. New signing Michael O'Neill involved in this move, and there seems no way out for Parker, but the youngster gets the break of the ball, and Saints are 2 up. Certainly the defending could have been better, but there's only one thought in Parker's mind. United were to lose midfielder Craig Easton, while Gary Boland played the rest of the game with stitches after this clash of heads. An accidental collision, and although Boland continued, Easton's afternoon ended with 12 stitches. United gave themselves a lifeline just after the hour mark in untidy fashion. Hasni Al Joffrey in the right place to divert the ball into the net and bring them back into the game. But it wasn't to be for United, and again Saints came close. Jones involved at the start of this move, and he's also there at the end, but inches away from a third goal. With better service, there could be a lot more to come from Jones this season, and on this evidence, a lot more from Saints.
I've been training with the club 2 days, and I see that they've got some good players here, you know. And I wasn't at all surprised by the standard of the play that we produced in the first half.
Good to be back in Scotland.
It was very good, you know. Hopefully now I can get myself settled and things can work out, as I say, here at St Johnstone on a more permanent basis.
Yeah, good to see Michael O'Neill back, and he was training with Motherwell and Hearts last week as well.
Yeah, seems to have done the rounds at a few Scottish clubs, but he's a clever player, and I'm sure he'll be a good addition to the squad there at St Johnstone.
I've been impressed with St Johnstone the couple of times I've seen them this season. They seem to be an improving side, and he's bringing in lots of new faces as well.
Yeah, very good going forward. I like the right back, Mohamed Silla. I think he's excellent. Maybe a couple of questions asking of him defensively, but never slow in going forward, and that always helps if you're going to score goals, because Graham Jones has proved to be a really good signing for them, and I think he's a good player.
And Tommy Lovenkrands, supposedly the lesser of the 2 Lovenkrands brothers, but he's made a big start as well. Yeah,
he started well, and it's always important to make a good impression when you've just played the first couple of games, so I'm sure they'll go on to good things, and I think they'll finish in the top 6.
Now, I have to confess, I haven't spoken to Alex Smith since he took over the job at Tannadice, but I would imagine he's a bit worried.
He's a bit worried because his team are pretty poor. I've seen them a few times, and they lack, they've no creative players at all. And I like the guy Stephen Thompson up front. I think if he had a bit of experience beside him, then you could get even more out of him, because he's an excellent player and very young too. So they just need more players in, and I'm sure he'll be delighted to get Stephen Wright in, because he's a good player, and I think he'll do well there.
Absolutely. Thanks very much, Andy. Now 3, Celtic 4, Kilmarnock 3, Motherwell 2, Rangers 4, Dunfermline 1, St Mirren 2, Dundee 1. You've seen all the goals here this afternoon, and there's the sight for happy Hibbies everywhere. Hibs at the top of the table on 13, Dundee United and Motherwell at the bottom.